Greetings, YouTube. You know, I say this a lot on my channel, but basically, it's kind of nice, but also kind of exhausting to never know what you're going to talk about until it actually happens. I wake up in the morning and I've got a couple of videos that I think I might get to that, like crystal opening commentaries or the hope of an offer to hit the game at noon Central Standard Time. But other than that, I just don't know what I'm going to talk about. And so today has been one of those days that's just been really strange because, like, 9 hours ago, I still didn't know what I was going to do. Then my man Triumphant sent over to me how much he was excited to use Hood, and I was confused because I had heard mixed responses from the community. So he sent me some Realm of Legends gameplay, basically just identifying his survivability, and that got me really excited to promote his regen. Then, of course, Kabam, right as he is telling me that it's too good to be true because it makes Hood someone that's actually fun to use, Kabam announces that it was a bug and that they are fixing this. Now, keep in mind, I have heard from several of you who've said the same thing to me that you have for years. Prof, when it's a pro player bug that actually is good for the community, automatic 24-hour immediate fix. If it's a pro Kabam bug, like, say, I don't know, maybe Nick Fury not working properly until like at least last August. That was the first time that I saw videos of him immediately going into the quote-unquote real Nick Fury at the start of the fight and losing so much of his survivability and utility. And that has still happened as of the last 24 hours. I got hit up with more Prof. Nick Fury isn't working, and you just never know. Because I use Nick Fury a lot, and it's never happened to me, right? So it's not like I can say, if you use Nick Fury, it's going to happen. But it happens to so many people at the worst possible time, and you never, of course, can expect it. You just kind of have to hope it doesn't happen in, say, Alliance Quest or Alliance War or regular questing. And sometimes it happens. Most of the time it doesn't. But now, when we look at taking champions up, Kabam is once again using their content creators, including somebody like myself who's not directly affiliated with their program, but still is using the resources that I have to promote champions to get people excited to the point of ranking champions up. What is the event that's going on right now in the game? What is the annual 22-hour event? Well, let's leave Hood for a second. We will return to him and go back to that solo event. Oh yeah, level up. So, what have summoners done with their 5 and or 6-star Hood upon seeing the videos that have come out from content creators, including myself? Well, they have said to themselves, you know what? I need to take somebody up for the level up event. I might as well take my 5-star Hood up to at least rank 4 or my 6-star Hood to rank 2. And then the regen videos make it even more apparent that, hey, this was a great decision. And now that the regen is being scaled back, and it's not completely scaled back, there's still going to be some, but it's certainly not as advertised of what we all saw in the past 24 hours or so from the game since the patch was released. Now that that is the case, you have furious players who, some of them have said, look, I hate rank down ticket conversations. Everybody always asks for rank down tickets, and it is something that I don't agree with and think that people are just basically asking for them on a whim, and they need to be more cautious and know that Kabam is not going to ever do that. Well, now some of these people who've said that for every other situation are saying, you know what, in this specific instance, they clearly are using YouTubers and Redditors, people on Discord, etc., to actually test the champs for them. And when they realize, oh, they're actually better than we thought they were supposed to be, we just can say they're not working as intended. But those upgraded items, and some of you have reached out to me because you used your variant rank up items, right? Some of you have used your 6-star generic rank 1 to rank 2 rank up items, or your 5-star either class-based or generics rank ups to rank 3, rank 4, and maybe even rank 5. You can't get those back. And so rank down tickets are important to you because you want that really valuable, particularly if it's a generic rank up item back. But Kabam is not in the business of making you happy. They're in the business of making themselves money. And I'm not saying that in a total degradation because they are a for-profit company we would not get to play the game that we get to play if they didn't make tons of money. But at the same time, this is one of those instances where this morning I was like, oh my gosh, I got to do a video on this Triumphant gameplay because it's so amazing. And then I realized quite soon, oh, Kabam has viewed videos like the one I put out, and they say Hood's too good, which, by the way, Regen still wasn't as good as Awakened Wolverine, right? It wasn't that Hood was suddenly OP, it's just that the Hood actually was fun to use. Heaven forbid. This cycle has been so bizarre. We saw the specs, community got ticked. They said this is not actually a buff, this is a nerf. Then he was released, and people were like, oh, actually, this is a buff, especially with the regen. And then Kabam's like, oh, yeah, it is a buff. We got to fix that. So I'm sure he's still going to be good in plenty of situations, but if you took him up for what the regen was advertised, I think you're actually inclined to rank up materials and rank down materials in this case. You should get your rank up materials back through rank down tickets. Now, do I expect it to happen? I know some of you are going to be upset when I say this, but history has taught us the answer to that is no. Kabam is so worried about that's part of the reason why they did this immediate fix. But guess what, Kabam? So many people, because of this godforsaken timing with the level up event, already took up their 5 stars or their 6 stars. So the cat is out of the bag. As one of my colleagues would say, the horse has left the barn. So that's the situation, YouTube. And I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that for those of you that took them up based off of the region and now you're ticked, you should be ticked, but there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. Maybe you can file a complaint or a help ticket, but we know that they're closing forum posts like crazy this week, and that's also a lot of feedback that I've received. I haven't made a video about it specifically, but I told some of you that I would mention it in a video, so here, you're only as good as your word in life, and that is why I'm mentioning that now. So yes, what do you think? Did you take up Hood? Are you ticked off? Or do you just not really care because you don't have him anyways or you didn't rank him up? Either way, it's a fascinating situation, particularly with the level up event going on right now and for the next, few hours by the time this hits my YouTube channel. Have a great rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time you chose to click on this video. I appreciate that you did, and I appreciate those of you that have already given me feedback in the comment section of these videos today or in line or Twitter, whatever. Your direct feedback really does impact my ability to tell what I try to be as complete story as possible when it comes to controversies like this one.